Reasons to Live, episode 17, getting a new video game. What's up, everybody? Today we get to talk about video games, which are one of my new favorite hobbies that I've been developing over the last few years. Before we get into that, I would like to ask you a quick question, though. How are you doing today? Anyways, my name is Matthew Gonzalez. I have autism, and I am a suicide attempt survivor, and I created this show called Reasons to Live as a means to remind all of you out there watching this who struggle with suicidal thoughts like I once did, that there are dozens, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions, infinite reasons why you should choose life over death, reasons why you should live. Now, I know gaming might not be everyone's forte, but that's okay. There are plenty more reasons out there for you to choose life. I consider watching another episode or something along those lines. One of the little things I've noticed in a lot of people I've talked to, along with myself, who have struggled with suicidal thoughts, is that it's often when we don't feel like we have those big things in our lives, a tether, a bound, if you will, to keep us here. It's the little things that tether us here. For some of us, and for me for a little bit, it was playing video games. Now, I was never a big hardcore gamer, but I would always love to and have fun, especially with handheld stuff. I'm a Switch boy myself. What are you guys? Please write it down in the comments. I'd like to hear what you have to say. Only handheld, though, by the way. I don't really care for playing video games on the TV. Something I do every now and again in the modern times past my suicide attempt is that I'll buy myself a video game every now and again, which means rarely, to give myself something to look forward to. When I first got my Switch, it was this stupid thing that sucked. And then the next day, I bought these two, Luigi's Mansion 3 and Mario Kart. Now, this is my favorite video game of all time. Always puts a smile on my face, even if I lose. So, if you're looking for game recommendations for the Switch, but recently, I should mention, ever since then, I think twice in the last year. Yeah, I'll try to buy a game twice a year or something. I would buy a new game, like the new Paper Mario game, and most recently, Friday the 13th, the game. The whole reason I got a Switch in the first place. And it's something really, really nice that gives me something to look forward to, something to smile about, and I recommend the same for you. Just because you don't have one of those big reasons to choose life, in your opinion, doesn't mean you should give up. It means you should rely on the little thing. Little, I say little. I say little in the context of how we assume it to be in terms of size of importance. Catch my drift? Key word here is assume. If you're finding fulfillment, if you're finding enjoyment in any of these things, don't give up on life. Keep going just so you could play more video games. I know it's not like the best thing, but consider it like a flex tape for a while. Smack something on top of the leak to get rid of the leak. Maybe not entirely, but give yourself something to look forward to help you build off so you can find a better reason to live. Catch my drift? Alright, before we go, I would like to have a quick 1v1 with you, if I might. Now, down in the link in the description below, for those of you out there watching this who are struggling, I put the National Sexual Assault Hotline. For our LGBT friends, I put the Trevor Project and the Trans Lifeline. And for those of you out there struggling with suicidal thoughts, I put the Crisis Text Line and the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. I know you've probably seen these things before, and let's face it, at the moment they might be just that, just numbers to you. But hear me out. All I'm asking you to do, I'm not asking you to call in if you don't feel comfortable. What I am asking you to do is check out the first link in the description below. It's an article to something by BuzzFeed. It's a link to an article by BuzzFeed News that explains exactly what happens when you call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline or text the text crisis line. Sorry, that one was a mouthful, guys. And I know a lot of us can have these stupid preconceived notions like, oh, if I call in, they're going to send somebody to my house and the situation will be out of my hands now. And that can be a very, very scary thought. That's not the case at all with these two resources. Please, if you don't believe me, check out the article in the link in the description below. Then call in if you feel comfortable enough. There's no shame in waiting or even struggling. Suicidal thoughts happen. Struggles with this stuff happen to us. I struggled with it and I got through it. And if I can do it, I know you can too. Just because you don't believe in yourself or don't feel like you can do it doesn't mean that you can't do it. I believe in you. Have a great day, everyone. Hopefully you got something nice from my ramblings today. My name is Matthew Genzali, and remember, there's always a reason to smile. I'll end it on this.